Hello, the internet! It's Chris here from ChrisLiamScott, and I'm playing Super Metroid. Gonna do a full playthrough of the game. Standard. Ooh, bit
The
of story.
last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
So it's a game from my childhood, basically, and I thought I'd play through it, just because thought you'd like to see it. I think they released a version of it on the Wii U as a special thing. Just reminded me of how much I like the game, and I thought I'd share it with you. It was released in 1994. Remember getting it for Christmas on the good old SNES. It's a side-scrolling sort of action-adventure game. A lot of exploring to do and shooting baddies, upgrading yourself. I'll talk more about that as I play through the game. I'm not going to try any sort of fancy speed run or 100% completion or anything like that. I'm just going to do a standard quick playthrough of the game. Obviously talk you through it as I go. The story behind it, fairly standard again. From Metroid 1 you defeated a big badass and thought you'd got rid of all the Metroids, but there were one left and it thinks you're its mom. Which is understandable because Samus, the hero of the story, is a girl. Samus Aran. If you didn't know already. So she gets this Metroid hatchling, which is extremely dangerous to everyone else. Takes it to a research station so they can try and make some good out of it. Maybe get some energy resources. It's got quite a big potential for energy, as you'll know if you're reading through. Good of civilization. It's always the scientists in it, mucking stuff up. It's not Metroids, it's zombies. So she's leaving the Metroid in the capable hands of the scientists when shit's gone sour already. Apologise for the language. It's totally unnecessary. So we hightail our way back there to the space colony, and I'll try and reacquaint myself with the controls. It's been a while since I played the game, so that's obviously a jump. Yeah, don't need to be doing that. So if you can imagine me playing this game as a kid, get it for Christmas, get stuck straight in. Obviously I sucked massively at the game because I was about 7. It was 94, so I'm sure I could work it out if I could be bothered, but a bit right. I don't know what age rating the game actually carried at the time, but it's quite atmospheric and scary. Obviously you're shooting at stuff. It's practically Call of Duty. What's going on? There's a guy! I'll point out at this point, you can't kill this enemy. The entire point is for it to kill you. It'd probably just be a quicker experience for you and me if I just stand there and let me get hit. Which I'm not doing at the minute. There we go. That's gonna... So it's stolen the Metroid and set the self-destruct mechanism, which is, you gotta wonder how it did it, because it's not got fingers so much as talons. So you basically got to escape through the place. Smoke and stuff starts coming through the floor, hindering your progress, but obviously it's not that difficult. It's the first level of the game, and I've just run through it all without even being touched, which is quite a feat, really. Oh, there we go. It doesn't do any damage to you getting through all this, even though I've only got 17 health. There's no danger, really. And there we go. Oh. couldn't be bothered animating the lift. We're gonna die, we're gonna die. Oh no, we escaped just in time. I think I had a bit longer than that, to be fair. Must have just been putting my seatbelt on. So we're gonna go to Planet Zebes, following Ridley, who was the big dragon vampire, not vampire, dinosaur thing, which stole the Metroid hatchling. So we track it down. And though Samus's ship is actually termed the gunship, I don't think it's got any guns. Nor do you ever get to fly it or fire it, as far as I'm aware, in any Metroid game. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment below. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, this is my first video solo for the channel. Me and Liam have been doing a couple of playthroughs of stuff without Scott occasionally. Don't think I've not really done anything on my own before, so you'll bear with me if my commentary's a little rickety, or maybe you won't. Also, there's lots of people that can play this game very well, do all kinds of kick-ass elite bomb jumping. I'm not a pro at the game, I wouldn't say. I've played it a good few times, but yeah, seen some speedruns going through it. About an hour 30, I think, something like that. And people do some crazy bomb jumps. So about 3/4 of the way through the game, cut out huge chunks of the game. I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to be playing the game organically, if quickly. Liam has criticised my my approach. Oh, it's a lovely sound, that. Yeah. It's like a CCTV thing. It does nothing to it. It's just meant to scare the shit out of you, I think. So we've got the morph ball now, which means we can morph like that. Still pretty useless. I think we can get the missiles from this room. Yeah, there we go. Look. I've got to be honest, that noise does get old. It does happen every time you pick something up. To just reiterate as well, if there's any hardcore Metroid gamers watching me play this, I know, I'm probably going to miss loads of stuff. You'll just have to forgive me on that count. Now then, there is also here somewhere an energy thing, but you can't get that. I can't even try and bomb jump to it at the minute because I don't have any bombs. Yeah, get it. I'm sure there's something there as well. But yeah, it's definitely a good game. But you know that because you're watching. So I've been down. I've got the morph ball and I've got 2 missile packs, which means I can now carry up to 10 missiles. Those missile upgrades just upgrade your maximum carry capacity. Enemies in general will just drop any items that you can carry and health. Try not to suck so much. So now these guys are space pirates. For some reason, materialised out of the walls. But yeah, as we approached the planet, pretty much everything we came through was dead. It's pretty creepy. Obviously, we set off that CCTV camera, and the world has come alive with all kinds of enemies, creatures, and entities unknown. So a little bit on Metroids then. They're like floating jellyfish with claws, and they basically they live off life force. Is the ethos? Is the theory behind it? They just suck the life out of everything. I can make a comment on I don't know, mother-in-laws or women in general, but I'm not going to because I'm not the kind of guy. I can't go through there yet. I don't know why I've gone in there. Need the old bombs to get that. Oh, come on now. Oh, try not to suck so much. Yeah, if you're spinning while you're jumping, you can jump off walls to enhance your progress quicker. But you've got to be moving in order to be spinning when you jump. You can't jump from stationary, which is what I was trying to do then, and failing miserably. So, to our first pseudo boss fight. So we're gonna get. Remember the buttons. We're gonna get bombs from the lovely chap sat on the floor. Who, if we sit like that, maybe. Oh, what's going on? Oh dear. What I should have done there is. Oh. Oh. I refuse to be killed. Oh, that was close. That was going to fall at the first hurdle there, guys. So he's replenished us with lots of nice health. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. What I should have done is avoided all these guys, opened the door, and then shot them again on the way back to get some more missiles to shoot him with. Oh my days. So then I've had 10 missiles at him. It would have taken off pretty much all his health and walked it, but I didn't. I was rushing and ended up nearly killing myself. So now we've picked up the bomb upgrade, which means that we can go into our morph ball state and I drop a bomb, and there you go. Most ways through the game are unlocked through some power up or another. As you've already seen, the red doors are open by firing 5 missiles at them, and the blue doors you just fire at them normally. I think this is a save room, and I might be right. Yep, there you go. This is how you save the game. You pop on one of those. Looks like save. Yes. And it saves for you there, which is nice. And if you're killed, you will go back to one of those. So I'm glad I wasn't killed by that last boss, because I would just have had to start the game again. Unsaved. So I've got bombs now, so I can go through this way. I'm running on muscle memory and pretty much nothing else at this point for remembering where everything is. So yeah, some stuff I will be like, oh, yeah, there's this and there and that, but others I will just miss, so be prepared for that. You can see hardened Metroid veterans screaming at the screen, saying, "What are you doing? It's just behind you! Just get it!" But that's where it's gonna go, I'm afraid. I do like the music in this game. It's very. Oh, and we found a map room here. I've not entered the menu system yet, but this basically downloads a map of the area to your menu. It's not complete by any stretch. There's loads of stuff there that you can find out, but not just yet because we haven't got any power-ups or any of the ways and means. So we're going to go to Brinstar next. You can press the right button and go into this. This is all the stuff you've got equipped. We've got Morph and Bomb. You can turn them off for reasons unknown. When it comes to your beam weapons, which you can't really point out just yet because you can't go over to them, I haven't got anything. You can switch and choose. You get like an ice beam and other beams, and you can choose to turn that off if you want to one-hit enemies instead of freezing them and having to hit them again. But a lot of access to the game is based upon freezing enemies and using them as stepping stones, so... Dear me. There we go. Now I probably could do with getting a new energy tank, because apparently 99 health is not enough for me. With my my skill at the game at this point. I promise you I'll get better, less rusty, quick as I can. Now we're going to go through here, because we can see from our map that this is a way. So I'm going to go through here, we're going to run down this hill. So the little pink glowing orbs give you 5 health back, and the big ones I think, can't remember if they give you 10 or 20, but this is an energy tank which gives you another 100 energy on 99. I think it's 100 actually, because you can have an empty tank and have 0 rather than on a postcard. I'm not going to chase those little buggers around, they don't give you anything. So some space pirates here. You can't shoot them with your regular beam. If I try, they just block it with their invincible hands, as demonstrated there. I'm just going to show you this area as well. Go through here. This is, again, it's not on the map. You can see in the top right. It's not even a secret. There's a door to it, and still, I'm just gonna feign ignorance, say nothing there. But this is the access to a bit later on in the game. These are all the bosses from the game. The guy at the top you might recognise, that's Ridley from earlier on, and the guy on the left here is I can't remember all the names. There's basically like it begins with a K, like Kraken. This guy, I forget what his name is. This guy on the left here, on the right here is the guy from the sea area. He's like the easiest boss in the game if you know what you're doing, essentially. And the guy in the middle is the octopus from the ghost ship, essentially. And obviously, you come here as you kill them all off. The gems in their eyes shatter, and they turn from gold to grey to show that you've killed them. It's a running theme in Metroid games. They do that in some of the ones for the Game Boy Advance, which might do a playthrough of those as well at some point if we can figure out a way to record. And yeah, so that's that room. That's a very exciting, very ominous room. Except from the spooky music and the big long pointless corridor leading up to it. I'm fairly sure there's some items in that room as well that you can get later on. Get some different abilities. These little things are pretty good for recouping some health because they spit out loads of little enemies. You can just go straight past them, but I'm just gonna recoup some stuff. Run past that one because it's a waste of time. I'm full, and down to Brinstar. And the music changes, getting a little bit funky. Bit jungly, bit mangrove. Enemies a little bit tougher, taking more than one shot, but not really necessary to kill them all. Come to this room pointlessly, and a grey door means you can't get back out. There's a prerequisite for doing it. In this one, it's kill all the enemies. I'll have a look through here. I don't believe there's anything exciting in here. Oh, it's a map room. Pointless map room. So, what we're looking for here. So in the bottom right corner there's the first boss. It's I'll never remember his name. It begins with a K. I'm sure it begins with a K. So what we'll do is we'll head for the save room first, and then we'll go right, try and get those items. Every dot is a known item, something like a missile pickup or a weapon pickup or something like that. So you want to aim for those, really. If you're gonna play the game. Again, another thing I'm not going to do on this is people try and do a, like lowest amount of items possible playthrough. Don't pick up anything that you can get away with not picking up. But you know, I don't like to punish myself. I like to take the easy road. Yeah, I can't do anything here. Ah, I can actually. I can get the missile pickup here. So I can't get any further because I can't run fast enough to get through the door. There's a pickup later on in the game that lets you run faster. Get some branded footwear. So I'll save the game again in case I stumble into a ravine at some point. And here we go. So if we have a quick look at our menu. Now then, on the left, I think it's some sort of missile regen unit. Sort of fills you back up through a dark room. That's right. If you kill these buggers floating around here, the room gets darker. You can kill them just by walking into them, so it's not really a good idea. Doesn't really stop anything from happening, but if you kill them all, you can't see the floor. You can only see hazards. So yeah, a missile reload unit there. So that's good. Give me some missiles. Bit of exploration. These are a big clue to quite a relatively large hidden area later on in the game. As you can see, the background was sort of pulsating with light. And there was a bit later in the game, and the background's pulsating. I never really put two and two together until just a couple of years ago when I was playing through the game just for kicks. And I was like, hang on a minute. And it's a dead giveaway that there's a secret area in there with these guys in. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. You kick yourself. Never saw it in your first million playthrough of the game. This is one of the I like to think of as the defining games of my childhood. This and Final Fantasy VII, as mentioned in a weekly pick at some point. I did say that Final Fantasy VII was one of my favourite games of all time. I didn't lie. This is one of the other ones. And for good reason. You can use these things for just regenning your health, you know, or you know, have some taken off. It's been fairly stingy. A big one, tell me if it... Yeah, so big ones must regen you 20 health, which is always handy. There we go, I'm just going to cheat my way through. So I'm heading for an enemy now. Oop. Let's recoup some of those missiles. I'm heading for an enemy. It's like a big plant enemy. So again, it's a mini boss. Not super hard. And that will give us the super missile. So it's a bit more damage than a regular missile. And is needed to open green doors, which we have not seen yet. These guys. It's a pain in the ass. Just gonna missile them. I could go back out and recoup those and a bit of health, but I'm fairly confident that I can make this. So, got these spores falling down. These will hurt you, but they are necessary. As you can see, the door below us is green. That's a super missile door. That's a rookie mistake there. I'll try not to make quite so many. And he'll hover around like that for a little while, and then he'll open up like that. And then what you want to do is get a missile in there. I missed tragically. It was as close as it was going to get without hitting. Come on. The controls, I won't lie, aren't perfect. They're a little jerky. There we go, get one of those in there. You can just hit him with your regular gun, but it's going to take you forever because you only get one hit in each time. You can't hit him multiple times. So you gotta go with the missiles. Oh, button's a little sticky. So I think I'm sucking a bit less on this boss than I did on the first one. Getting a little bit more agile, getting into it a bit more now. I do love the music in this game. So menacing. You notice it gets a bit faster and it turns a little less green every time you hit him. Such a good game. For the time, 1994, this is just top quality. God, fastest fingers. So yeah, the little spores do help you massively. They're a pain in the ass if you're like trying to jump or whatnot, but they're just like an endless supply of health and... Oop. So he's getting a bit faster now. Ignore me. No, he's got to be nearly dead now. He's got a right tang going on. I'll just stand there and not duck, shall I? It's fine. It's not like he's gonna kill me or anything. Oh, nearly. Oh. Just a couple more, I think. Into the rhythm of it now. Oh! Me and my big mouth. Oh, and he's dead. It's all over. And as you can see, the world dies around him. That's pretty good. 94. I think that's pretty damn impressive. That was the wall jump ability that I was telling you about earlier on. If you don't suck, you can use that. It's a great effect. And back through to it. When you think, oh, there's a pipe here. Oh, and drops you down here. I think I could have got the next beam weapon before I did that boss. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Green. Dead giveaway to what sort of door it can open. Dear me, it's good. So I think what we'll do now is just nip down, grab that weapon upgrade that I talked about earlier, without getting hit too many times. It's another interesting idea here. You use the super missile on the door, and because it rocks the world, drops some baddies. It's not really a feature for the rest of the game, if I'm honest. This is a bit harsh because you've given 4 of these things, and you've got you can miss, is what I'm saying. It's not hard to miss that. You can run out and you have to go back into the other area. That's why all those spawners are there. They're just in case you suck so bad. You need a few more items. So yeah, this is the missile there. Very difficult to find. So I'm going to go down here. That's, again, tries to give you hints early on in the game as to where stuff is. So we've got the charge beam. Which means now, instead of just our regular shot, you would guess it, I should imagine. You press and hold, you charge it up, and you can shoot a charge shot. Not only that, but if you press and charge it up and you do a spin jump, it will attack one enemy in the air. It will stop you from getting hurt, but only the one. As you can see from the bottom here, this looks a little bit tricksy and false. And if I lay a bomb there, you can indeed destroy that, but not until you get the super bomb upgrade. Which is, it's like the regular bomb, only it goes, as Liam might say, and is only really useful in exploration terms and not for killing bosses or baddies. Fairly useless in that respect. So I can't remember where I'm going now, so I'm just going to run through this area. I think there is a way through down here that I needed the green gun for. No, I might be wrong. Let's use the charge. There you go. It's a good example of that charged spin jump. Because those are pretty tough enemies, those green jumpers. So now you see enemies start dropping those super bombs. Super bombs. Super missiles. Which is handy, because they do a ton of damage, and yeah, those enemies are pretty pesky. I'm going to go through this area. I got stuck so bad in this area one time because I forgot that there's a sprint button, and I managed it in, and then you come back, and I literally couldn't do anything about it. I was like, alright, I'm just falling down. Don't know how to progress in the game. Got super stuck, and I was just being a moron, really. So that bit there, a classic example of Super Metroid. You can't get there without some sort of, aid, the high jump boost from later on. I'm fairly sure if I tried really hard, I could just do that and wall jump. Just hack my way up. I'm not going to do that, because that's not how you're supposed to play the game. Now that's an orange door. That's a power bomb. Now there's some really bad enemies in these. Maybe I should have let you see them on. They're like little things. They latch onto you a bit like what are they called, leeches, and kill you. And you gotta bomb them off. But fancy this is an energy upgrade, like the missile recharge station from before, but just energy. Not really worth a shot of my super missile, but we'll live. I'm fairly sure this is a place you can't progress. I might be wrong, actually. This might be the right way. Water at this point is terrible. You might have seen from the room earlier on where all the bosses were, but it impairs your movement really bad, and you can't do anything in water. You don't want to fall in with those spikes. That's a bad place to be. I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight up in this place and get the next weapon. Ooh. Trying to wall hack too bad. It is harder than it looks, I promise. Now then, if you were to go in here and press and bomb that, it will drop you on that pinch thing before we saw down there. As I'll demonstrate now. Carefully, yeah. That's a trap. That's a trap. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him. So what we got here? We've got, yes, the Spazer, which gives us 3 shots for the price of 1, which increases damage output done, and obviously it's easier to hit stuff because it spaces it out. So we'll have a look at this place now. See what it would have done to us. Straight onto him. No, that's not fair, is it? It's just not cricket. So I don't even have to duck to shoot that guy anymore. Can't kill him, I don't believe. He will just grab you and drag you to him, do a little bit of damage, but the fact that he stood on spikes is the real killer there. So we're going through this place now, and you'll see us go through a metal tube with a glass tube. There's a bit of metal. You can't really criticise me there. This is a different area now. If we open the map, you're not using that button. You'll notice we're in Meridia. Almost pointed at the screen then and realised I was being a Burke. I'm sure you'll forgive me. So we'll come back here later. This is very interesting. See, glass is quite fragile, isn't it? You can break glass. Not in my current state. I've just remembered there's a place here. Oh, look at that. Sneaky, sneaky. But Chris knows best. And I can't actually get there. I could if I really tried. But the idea here is you can't get to it. You can't jump high enough. And you can't wall hack off there. But you can wall hack, or you can bomb jump. Bomb jump, I'll just quickly explain. There is a better way of doing it than my method. You do that. This is, again, I was trying to do a different method altogether. Ta-da! I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cheat. Because if I cheat a little bit, then I'll be criticised for not cheating a lot. Just going to play the game naturally. Just gonna show you what you can do. A lot of other people bomb jump. They do like diagonal bomb jumps. I find it very difficult to do. It's quicker. They bounce about all over the place. Have people do it. Right, another place where we can't go because we can't run fast enough. It's probably a dig at Samus's personal fitness levels. I can't remember where I'm supposed to go. I think it's in that one. Yeah, that's it. So, I forgot that we moved to a new area, didn't we? Again. So, we're in North Air now. Which is like a hot looking place. Now then, you've got to be careful in here because... Oh, you'll notice my health's going down quite badly. It's a bit hot in there. A bit hot. You'll notice the orange door there for the super bombs. Don't have them yet. I've run out of missiles. Oh, I'm going to have to start killing some baddies. Hey. Now, this is a trick as well, I believe. Jump in and get it. That's always good, always handy. Now, you notice the door has actually gone grey again. Can't get out. That's not a trick. That's a trick, you see. I thought it dropped you down first. I thought, now I'll grab that. Oh. So, again, I could wall hack my way up there. You're not supposed to. It's not the idea. You go through this door down here. Be a good boy. And for our next exciting item, it's the high jump boots. Aptly named, although it would be funny if they made you jump not quite as high. If I tried to jump up there, which I should have just shown you before, you'd be like that. Oh, I can't quite get it. Now that I've got high jump boots, obviously, I can jump a bit higher, jump a good 3 or 4 blocks higher, and then I can now make that jump. I'm gonna wait and kill this guy. That grey door before only opens when you kill the one enemy that runs around the level quite fast, and you can end up chasing him for a little while. So I'm just gonna kill him when he comes to me. save any hassle. Gotta love that jingle. Oh. Sucks. So let's go through here now. I'm pretty much flying by the seat of my pants at this point. Oh, save. And what I'll do at that point is, it's been 40 minutes. We'll end episode 1 there. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and tune in for episode 2 as we explore further into the depths of the world that we're on. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Bye.